Hello, good afternoon. My name is Richard. Welcome back to my channel over and over and over again. This is going to be a live watch-along Matchday Live. England women, of course, playing their final warm-up game before the start of the Euros, of course, which starts just 5 days' time, isn't it? Next Wednesday at Old Trafford. So forget all the nonsense of the transfer window. This is some real football. England women away against Switzerland. Coming up, the other side of this.
Their shin pads, hair and rainbow laces, brand new fans and different races. Another camp with COVID cases, an England squad with brand new faces. Here we go, the summer's here. Meet your friends and grab a beer. Football's on, the beautiful game, from St Mary's to Bramall Lane. It's just a game, but it's our beautiful.
So if you did like that little song, there's a competition actually running on the channel. I will go into that a little bit more at half time. Where you can win actually a signed copy of that CD. It's a double A side song where we'll play the other bits of the other side as well on the outro at the end of the game. So that's something that's going on as well throughout the Euros. But tonight it is the final warm-up game, England against Switzerland. I've got the team line up for you. Sorry, it was just it's been a bit of a rush today with work and stuff. So this is how England are lining up for this game this evening. So it's Mary Earps in goal, as it was, of course, in the previous two warm-up games. A few changes at the back, actually, slightly different looking back four. Rachel Daly, it looks like she may well be playing at right back tonight. It looks like it's going to be Millie Bright and Leah Williamson's going to drop back into the back four. And Alex Greenwood will probably be starting at left back. Of course, Lucy Bronze is absent with illness, isn't she? Which isn't COVID, apparently, which is good news. A three in midfield, look at that. It's going to be Kira Walsh, Georgia Stanway, and probably Fran Kirby just ahead of those two. And then the front three, Beth Mead, of course, who came on and scored those two great goals on Friday. Elisa Russo came on as well. Had a great game, I thought. Unlucky not to score a couple of goals. She's through the middle, and it's Lauren Hem, of course, on the left of the front three, of course, as you would expect. A fantastic player she is. Now, for Switzerland, there is a bit of Arsenal women interest as well. Of course, their captain is Leah Walty, of course, who plays for Arsenal. So there's two Arsenal women captains in this game. And also as well, of course, Noel Moritz as well is starting at right back for the Swiss as well. Of course, they're in Group C, the same group as the Netherlands in the finals, of course. So there is a possibility, depending on how the results go, that we could potentially meet Switzerland in the knockout stage later on in the competition, maybe in the semi-final. That would be assuming that Switzerland won the group or finished in the same position in the group as we did. It looks a tough group for them, though, doesn't it? You know, along with obviously Sweden and the Netherlands as well, and Portugal. So, you know, we're in a great run of form, unbeaten in 13 games, of course, under Serena Weigman. She did, of course, win at the Euros last time out, didn't she, for Holland, who, of course, we beat 5-1 on Friday. We were at that game. It was a brilliant performance in the second half from England. What I liked about it was the fact that in the first half, we didn't play that well, did we? We were a little bit tentative, a little bit unsure. We went a goal behind. And it was the first time we've been behind under Serena. But what it showed was the character of the team and how much they fought back. And that second half performance made me believe that we've got a really, really good chance of winning this competition. So that kicks off next week. Of course, we know it's not going to be easy. There's some very, very good teams, of course, in this competition, as we know. But we're in great form. We've got a really, really strong squad. And we've got a manager who knows exactly what it's all about, knows how to win these tournaments, especially a home tournament, because, of course, it was in the Netherlands last time when Serena did lead Holland to victory. So it's going to be a good tournament starting. Now, we'll be giving it a lot of coverage on the channel on Friday night. Tomorrow, we've got our big Euro preview show. We're getting some of the guys from the Arsenal Women's Show on. Just look ahead to the tournament, look for all the different groups, who's favourites, what we're looking forward to the most. And obviously as well, looking at the Arsenal women that are taking part. There's 12 Arsenal women players that are in the squads for the Euros throughout all the different nations. So there's a lot of Arsenal interest as well. So we're going to be looking ahead to all of that tomorrow night. Andreas is joining me, Amar as well, possibly Matt as well, maybe Harry. So it's going to be a good show that tomorrow. So join us at 7:30 for that. Look ahead to that. And then on Wednesday night, we are at Old Trafford for that first game against Austria. We'll be vlogging, of course, from their match there as well. Hopefully I can get a chat to him at the ground. And then after that, every night throughout the competition, we'll be doing a live show at 7 o'clock in between the two games, looking at the previous game, looking at the game that's coming up, and also as well looking at how the Arsenal women are getting on as well in their games. There's an Arsenal woman playing pretty much every night in the group stage, certainly, or potentially they'll be in the squads. Whether they get to play or not, we'll have to wait and see. But there is, of course, 4 Arsenal women starting this game tonight, as we said. There's 2 for England, Leah Williamson and Beth Mead, and 2 for Switzerland as well, Noah Moritz and Leah Walty, their captain. So if England play half as well as we did against Holland, certainly in the second half on Friday, we should win this game. Now, we're just about to kick off. The players are taking in the England all in white this time, not wearing this orange kit, which confused a few people, didn't it, the other night? I personally like this kit a little bit. It is a little bit Dutch, but we've got a Dutch manager, so I guess we can take that, can't we? It's going to be Switzerland all in red to kick off. They're attacking the goal to our right. This game is in Zurich, and we are just about to get off and underway. Early kickoff, of course, for us. It is, of course, 6 o'clock in Switzerland, but it's 5 o'clock here, so I know you might just be finishing work. I just managed to get finished a little bit earlier today, just so that we can bring you this coverage of this game. Switzerland are in possession at the moment, deep inside their own half. The ball's actually gone back to goalkeeper Serena Freidli, who plays for a small team in Switzerland called Aarau. A lot of these players actually play in the Bundesliga for German sides, actually. So they are going to be a good side. Moritz now in possession for Switzerland on this near side. That's a good ball actually in. They've got, of course, Barcelona forward and PSG forward as well in back. When they're coming forward now, Switzerland early in this game. Cross comes in there. It's cleared away by Millie Bright. And it is indeed Leah Williamson is playing at centre-back alongside Chelsea's Bright, of course, who's a regular in that defence, isn't she? Quite rightly so as well. One of the best defenders in European football. England now coming forward for the first time. It's with Lauren Hemp on this near side, the left for England. She plays it back to Alex Greenwood, and then it goes back to Leah Williamson just inside the England half. Plays it square to Millie Bright, just over halfway now for England, looking to get a little foothold in this game. It's a nice play that finds the run there forward of Rachel Daly into midfield for Georgia Stanway. That's a great ball. There's a little bit of space this near side. Lauren Hemp plays it across to the far post. Fran Kirby couldn't quite get there. It's gone behind for a goal kick. That was a great attack that was from England. Switched the ball from right to left. It found Lauren Hemp in a little bit of space. She put a ball across that 6-yard box. And Fran Kirby was the furthest player forward actually for England. She couldn't quite get on the end of that. And it's just gone behind for a goal kick. England again have picked up possession really well. That ball was fizzing to the feet of Beth Mead. Now Kirby tried to play it through to Alicia Russo. Good defending there actually from Leah Walty for the Swiss. Been a bright start from England. We've played 2 minutes. It's been pretty much all England so far, and certainly in the attacking sense. It was a good opportunity really there to get that goal. Lovely ball across the box from Lauren Hemp, you'd expect from her. Just Fran Kirby wasn't quite far enough forward to get on the end of it. But Lauren Hemp's just won the ball back for England on this far side, finds Kira Walsh. England playing the ball around really nicely. That was in to Georgia Stanway, played out to Millie Bright. Just coming inside at this Switzerland half. Stanway again lays it off this time to Leah Williams inside the centre circle for England. Plays it to this near side to Alex Greenwood playing at left back tonight. Of course, she's been playing centre back in the previous 2 games. In fact, quite a lot for England under Serena. But with Lucy Bronze missing, it could have just been just a straight swap, really, couldn't it? Could have maybe put Jess Carter in there at right back. But no, this is what we've gone with tonight. And so far, it's certainly looking pretty good. Green was actually well far forward now for England over on this near side. Finds Lauren Hemp. It was her cross a minute ago that almost created the opening goal for England. Kira Walsh now pings it over to that far side. Ball now comes to Beth Mead inside the penalty area. Can she get away from the defender? Not quite. Alicia was saying Kirby's going to score. Kirby does score. No, she doesn't. It's a good save, actually. Looked like Fran Kirby was in there to score. She had a one-on-one with a goalkeeper there from about 7 yards. You'd expect Fran Kirby to have put that away, but the goalkeeper reacted well, actually. This was good football from England. Lovely play over on that far side. Beth Mead was involved. It came to Elisa Russo. It fell to Kirby. That's a good save with her legs, actually, from Freidli. I don't think she's their first choice goalkeeper, actually, but she certainly put a stamp there for a place in the team. That was a really good save, actually, from close range from Fran Kirby. England really should be ahead. And in the tournament, they're the sort of chances that you need to take, don't you? But it was good football from England again. Again, we switched the ball this time from left to right. And Elisa Russo battled well in the penalty area. It fell to Fran Kirby. I say she must have been, 7-8 yards out, just with a keeper to beat. She put it a little bit too close to the keeper, but she did well to keep it out there with her right foot. And it remains Switzerland 0, England 0, but England coming forward again down this near side. Fran Kirby, she does well this time just inside the penalty area. Kirby now, can she get the ball across the box? She can. Or shot comes in there from Elisa Russo, I think it was, but it's been deflected over the top, or has it just gone straight over the top? I think it's going to be a goal kick, actually. Again, England asking all the questions here in these early stages of this friendly here. And I say it's the last warm-up game before the Euros final kicks off in 6 days' time, next Wednesday, of course, at Old Trafford against Austria. That is going to be a brilliant occasion, isn't it? And a brilliant game, I'm sure. But it is a goal kick currently to Switzerland. We played nearly 5 minutes here in Zurich. It is Switzerland 0, England 0. England should be 1-up. A big miss from Fran Kirby. It's a good save, actually, by the goalkeeper. But really, she needs to be putting that away. Switzerland now trying to come forward themselves, but Leah Williamson's there to tidy up. Plays it back to goalkeeper Mary Earps, who she didn't save the penalty against Holland, but I think she would have saved it had it been on target. And she certainly had a good start to these warm-up games, hasn't she? Just that one goal she's conceded from the corner, of course, against Holland. Poor marking, really, it was. It was a good header. But England maybe should have defended that better. England now trying to play it out over on the far side with Rachel Daly playing right back in this game. She was left back, of course, last week. This is good play there by Russo. Now it's Beth Mead clear inside the penalty. She's got Fran Kirby again in square. Instead, she pulls it back to Lauren Hemp. Surely this is going to be a goal for England. Lauren Hemp with a shot. Oh, it's straight at the goalkeeper. Another chance missed for England in these opening 6 minutes. We could be 2 or 3-0 up already. Really good play from Beth Mead down that right-hand side. She could have maybe gone for goal. She could have found Fran Kirby. Instead, she pulled it back to Lauren Hemp. It was a good ball on the edge of the penalty area. Hemp cut inside, but on her weaker right foot, she fired it straight at the goalkeeper, who's now made 2 good saves, actually, for Switzerland in these early stages here. Either side of the goalkeeper there, and it would have been 1-0 again to England. Sophie's in the chat there. What channel are you watching it on? I'm watching it on ITV4. I don't know what country you're in. If you're in England, it's on ITV4. I don't know where it might be the rest of the world. So I can't find it. It's on ITV4. Is where I'm watching it. But I said I am in the UK, so I'm not sure whereabouts you are, but hopefully you can find it there. If not, stay with us because I'll keep you updated everything that's going on. Maybe watch the game and listen to me as well. That would be great. Anyway, Switzerland have just cleared the ball away. It was Leah Walty, actually, with that clearance. It's gone out for a throw to England over on the far side. In fact, it wasn't. It was the defender Calagris, actually, who cleared that away. But it's going to be a throw to England on that far side, which they've taken quickly, trying to build an attack there. But it was a good piece of defending, actually, by Switzerland, who have been struggling to really get a foothold in this game in these opening 7 minutes. It's been relentless England pressure already. 2 or 3 really big chances for England, particularly Fran Kirby and Lauren Hemp both had good opportunities, really. And I say when the tournament starts, we can't afford to miss opportunities like that, really. Anyway, Maritz now in possession for Switzerland. They were trying to find rhythm in this game. It was a good turn, actually, there from Kavagonovic. It was Greenwood with the foul. It's going to be a free kick to Switzerland. I think Greenwood was just a little bit too tight there. And as the Barcelona striker it was there turned away, it was a foul. And now Switzerland looking to build some possession down this near side with Noel Maritz again, who's had a decent start to this game for Switzerland. Leah Walty with that cross towards the far post, but it's overhit. Wasn't a great clearance, actually, over on that far side by Rachel Daly, but England do win it back. Good play there from Georgia Stanway. And now England do complete the clearance. But again, Switzerland do pick up the ball there, coming forward again over on that far side. Again, it's going to be another free kick. That's a foul there by Fran Kirby on Reutella over on that far side. In fact, it was Georgia Stanway, who conceded that free kick. And it's another set-piece opportunity for Switzerland to maybe try and get the ball into the box and put England's defence under pressure, which they haven't managed to do so far these opening 9 minutes or so. Really fast start from England, very similar to how we played the second half on Friday, of course, against Holland. But it's going to be a free kick, which Ramona Bachmann from PSG looks like she is going to take. put this into the penalty area for Switzerland, put the England defence under pressure. It was a set piece, of course, we conceded from against Holland, but that's too close to Mary Earps. Nice, comfortable save from the Manchester United goalkeeper. And England will again gain possession. That wasn't a great free kick from Backman, actually. She's got a lot more quality than that. That was a poor ball, far too close to the England goalkeeper. And England now can come forward themselves. Kira Walsh finds Millie Bright into Leah Williamson, playing in a more usual position as centre-back. I say more usual, certainly in the WSL. She does play in midfield, of course, for England. That's a great ball up this line again. Lauren Hemp plays the ball into the 6-yard box. Alicia Russo comes in, the goalkeeper fumbles it, but she's got it at the second attempt. Russo was very, very close to the goal there. Really good work from the Manchester United forward. I was really impressed with how she played on Friday when she came on. Unlucky not to score. She was unlucky again. Good ball again from Lauren Hemp. Great work from Russo. The goalkeeper fumbled her original shot, actually. It rolled behind her. It was going to go in. It was heading into the goal, but the goalkeeper reacted quickly. And it's a good save. There's another save, actually, from the Swiss goalkeeper. That's 3 saves from her already in this game. But again, England should be here. But suddenly now Switzerland on the counter-attack over on the far side. Good defensive play that was there from Rachel Daly. The Switzerland are still in possession on the edge of the England penalty area, but now England have got players back. It looked for a minute there as though we were almost going to be opened up there. I think it was Sal there with the break over on that left-hand side for Switzerland, but good defensive play from Rachel Daly. A shot comes in from distance there, easily wide of the post there. And that was Meandley with that shot there from about 35 yards. Went wide of the post, but that was a little breakaway there for Switzerland, a little bit of a worry there for England, but brilliant defending. Rachel Daly, as she did on several occasions on Friday, got back really quickly and England got their shape back. That's the one thing you've got to say with England. When we do lose possession of the ball, we are very quick to get back in shape out of possession. It's good to see the work rate that we're putting in off the ball as well. But England now want to throw over on the far side, which Rachel Daly is going to take. About halfway line there, throws it up the line looking for Beth Mee, but it's gone out for a throw to Switzerland. England, of course, have scored 8 goals in their previous 2 warm-up games. 7 of those have come in the second half. So we've not been great in the first half generally, have we? But anyway, we've played well so far in this first half. We've played 12 minutes. That ball there, though, is going to rumble straight through to the Switzerland goalkeeper. Just rolls it out to this near side. Again, England putting pressure on Switzerland high up the pitch. That was Lauren Hemp doing the work there. But now Switzerland have got a little bit of possession. Just knocking it around at the back. And now they're coming forward down at the far side. Again, that's good work off the ball from England. 2 players in midfield there, closing them down. And it's just a loose ball forward, which England again pick up possession. But now Switzerland have won it back. Good play that was there in midfield from Georgia Stanway. The loose ball, though, does come to Moritz for Switzerland on this near side. And the Swiss pick up possession again. It's back with Moritz now on this near side for the hosts. Of course, it's their last warm-up game as well before the tournament. They kick off, of course, against Portugal. I think that's next Friday, isn't it? We're going to a game in their group, actually. Holland against Sweden. That's next Saturday. That's going to be a very good game as well. That's at Bramall Lane. England now looking to win the ball in midfield. Kira Walsh battling well, but she's actually lost out there to Ramona Backwin, who's done really well actually for the Swiss. She's going to get a shot away from the edge of the box. She gets the ball back again. Good defending from Millie Bright. And England can now complete the clearance. That was brilliant defensive play again from England. That's the one thing, we've got a lot of attacking talent in this squad. We've got a lot of great attacking players, but you have to say that we really have defended a lot better under Serena. The work rate that we put in off the ball is absolutely brilliant. We're going to be very, very difficult to score against, very, very difficult to beat. And of course, that's the key to winning a tournament, isn't it? You have to be difficult to beat. And we certainly have been 13 games unbeaten, as we said, under Serena, and scoring a lot of goals as well. This looks a very well balanced England squad and a really, really good team as well, that not only have got the ability, but have also got the work ethic as well. You can see how hard that we work for each other out of possession as well as in possession, and we do look a very, very good side, and rightly as one of the favourites to win the tournament. Of course, we've got home advantage as well. I have to say the crowd at Ellen Road on Friday were absolutely fantastic. Great atmosphere it was. It really did help the team as well, especially in the early stages when things wasn't going so well, when we were losing. It was really difficult at times, but fair play to the crowd at Ellen Road. I thought they really got behind the girls, really pushed us on, and were rewarded really for that second half performance. Absolutely brilliant stuff it was. And I say, if you can't look forward to the tournament after watching that, then there's no hope for you, I don't think. I mean, it was brilliant stuff. And England have started this game pretty well, but it's just maybe a slight little kind of downturn in the play. Just in the last 5 minutes or so, England have just dropped off a level just slightly. Not surprising. We put a lot of energy into those early stages of this game, and maybe we just, taking our time now a little bit more, sitting back a little bit, and Switzerland have had a little bit more possession in the last 2 or 3 minutes. But Mary Earp so far hasn't had a save to make in the England goal. But Switzerland are coming forward again down that far side, but that ball's just run out of play. There it was the fullback there. Ago Borum, who couldn't keep that in. It's gone out for a throw to England, which Rachel Daly is going to take, using the Euros 2022 footballs as well. That's a poor throw actually by Daly. It was cut out, and now Switzerland on the attack over on that far side. Daly again working really hard though to try to win the ball back. It was her mistake. Cross comes in, header comes in from the Barcelona striker there, Kognovic. Good play from Backman over on that far side. A decent cross as well. And the header, she couldn't quite get it on time. In fact, it was good defending. I think it may well have come off Leah Williamson, did it? I think it was Leah Williamson that just got there. And it has gone behind for a corner. It's the first corner of the game, actually. And it's going to go to Switzerland. That was poor throw, actually, from Rachel Daly that started that attack there for Switzerland. But good defending from Leah Williamson there, the England captain. Of course, the last time in England, an Arsenal player was captain of England in the tournament was another home tournament, wasn't it? Euro 96. Tony Adams, of course, was captain of the men's team in that tournament. Let's hope that the women can go one stage further, get to the final. Of course, England did lose that semi-final, didn't they, in 96. That's a good ball into the box again from Switzerland, but it's going to run all the way through to Mary Earps. But Switzerland, they were their first real bit of pressure there on the England defence. Terry's in the chat here, mate. He says, good evening, Richard, and all in the chat. Sophie ITV4. Yeah, we've she's found it, hopefully. And great start, just poor finishing at the moment. Come on, England, all the Gooner girls, including Leah Walter. Yeah, and Maritz as well. I mean, I'll be sort of hoping that all the Arsenal women playing in the tournament do well and have a good tournament. Obviously, we want England to win, don't we? And hopefully that's what will happen. And Leah Williamson will be lifting the trophy on July the 31st at Wembley, but we'll have to see. I'm still trying to get tickets for that, actually. It was sold out earlier on. We've tried so many times, but we are going to the first game. We are going to a semi-final as well. Hopefully, it'll be the semi-final England are in if we get there. Could potentially be against Switzerland, actually, if Switzerland manage to win their group. But anyway, that's for a bit later on. Let's not get too carried away. There's a lot of football to be played, and tournaments aren't as straightforward as you sometimes hope they're going to be. But anyway, England coming forward again, first time in a little while actually, but that ball's going to just run through to the goalkeeper, Friedley, who's done well actually for Switzerland in his opening 18 minutes. So she's made a couple of three good saves actually to keep the score at 0-0. But as Terry rightly said, poor finishing. Yeah, it has been poor finishing. We should have scored. I mean, Fran Kirby should have scored. I thought Lauren Hemp was slightly unfortunate. She did have to cut inside onto her weaker right foot, but she puts that either side of the keeper and it's a goal, isn't it? But Switzerland coming forward again. They've certainly grown into this game. Good defending again from Millie Bright, that was, but we almost actually give it away. In fact, we have given it away, trying to play it out from the back. Switzerland now inside the England penalty over on that far side. Cross comes in, blocked by Rachel Daly. Another cross comes in though. This one's going to drift harmlessly away. And it's going to go out, I think, for a throw to England on this near side. In fact, it's kept in, played up the line. That's a good ball, actually. Lauren Hemp does well. She's got two Switzerland players around her. And she has, in fact, it was Elisa Russo dropped in there. And it's going to be a free kick to England. She certainly offers something different, doesn't she, Elisa Russo, playing up front She's a physical presence. She can hold the ball up. And she just needs to maybe be a little bit more composed in front of goal. She did miss a couple of opportunities, didn't she, on Friday against Holland? Yes, it didn't matter in the end. And in fact, one of her misses, she ended up setting up the fifth goal. But she should have scored that one right at the end, where she hit the top of the crossbar. It was good football from England, but they're the sort of chance you've got to take. And she maybe just lacked a little bit of composure in their moments. And she's been the same a little bit for Manchester United as well at times. But she's a very good player. And she certainly does offer a different outlet up there. And I'm hoping that she can find a goal for herself tonight and work her way maybe into the starting lineup, because, you know, Ellen White, for all her great play that she's done, all the great goals that she scored for England, you have to say she's probably past her best now. You know, Beth England didn't have a great game, did she, on Friday? And there's an opportunity for Russo to come in tonight and really put herself in the frame to start that first game. I think most of the team pretty much is picking itself, isn't it, at the moment, when everybody's fit. And I don't think it's going to be too far off the starting lineup, actually, next Wednesday. Obviously, Lucy Bronze, if she's fit, you'd imagine will come in at right back, and it'll probably push Leah Williamson back into midfield, with Rachel Daly possibly moving across back to left back again. But it's that centre-forward position, isn't it? Ellen White, Beth England, or Elisa Russo. Who's going to get that spot there? That's going to be the key, isn't it? So we'll see what happens, obviously, next week. But for the time being, we've played nearly 21 minutes here in Zurich. It is Switzerland 0, England 0. And after a bright start from England, we could have scored 2 or 3 goals in those first 10 minutes or so. Switzerland have got back into this. They're showing that they're not a bad side either, but now England can come forward over on that far side. It's Beth Mead. She's got Russo and Kirby ahead of her. Beth Mead maybe took a little bit too long to decide where to play the ball, but now she's found Lauren Hemp on this near side, just inside the Swiss penalty area. Hemp, she's held up briefly, plays it back to Kira Walsh, out to that far side to Rachel Daly. First touch was a little bit loose, but she got away with that, and she's kept possession for England. It's now back with Millie Bright. She plays it square to captain Leah Williamson. Now to this near side, Alex Greenwood of Manchester City, of course, had a great season. She can obviously play centre-back or left-back. There's a few players in this team with a versatility. Leah Williamson's another one, of course. Now she's coming forward actually down this near side. It's a great run actually from Leah Williamson, but she ran out of space a little bit there, a little bit tight, and Switzerland have won the ball back. And now there's a gap on this near side for Switzerland to exploit, possibly looking to get the ball forward with Sau on this near side. Switzerland just keeping possession. It's back with Maritz for the Swiss. And England have got their shape back following that loss of possession. It was a good run actually from Leah Williamson, but she kind of ran out of space and in the end ran out of a blind alley, and Switzerland were able to win the ball back. They are coming forward again themselves in midfield. Leah Walty there in possession for Switzerland. They're just knocking the ball around now, trying to maybe have a little bit of a spell of possession, which they've not had too much of in this opening 22 and a half minutes. So we were halfway through this first half. England have been the better team with the better chances, but still, again, we're finding it difficult to score a goal in the first half. That's a great ball actually from Kira Walsh over on that far side, puts Beth Mead in a lot of space. Now, what can Beth Mead do? Can she deliver a cross? There's 3 in the box to hit. That cross is deflected, and it's going to be a corner to England over on that far side. It was Kirby, Russo, and Lauren Hemp in the box there for England. It was Leah Walty, actually, who deflected that cross from her Arsenal teammate, Beth Mead. He's going to be England's first corner over on that far side. Can England get the first half breakthrough? Of course, it took us a long time against Belgium, and it took us a long time against Holland as well to get ourselves in front, didn't it? Early in the second half. In both of those 2 games, of course, was when the goals were scored. But anyway, it's a corner to England over on that far side. Alex Greenwood is going to take this with that left foot of hers. Usually she's very accurate with set-piece deliveries. Let's see what this one's like. Comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but it's a Swiss head who gets that away. It was a good ball in, actually, but good defending from Switzerland. And now Ramona Bachmann is trying to create something for the hosts. They, of course, will be looking for a decent result today themselves as they prepare to start the tournament themselves. Of course, next Friday is their first game against, next Saturday, sorry, is their first game against Portugal in Group C. They've also got to play Sweden and the Netherlands as well. It's a tough group for Switzerland, isn't it? And if they get through that group, they'd have done well, wouldn't they? Let's be honest, because it is a tricky one for them. But, you know, they've shown in spells in this opening 25 minutes that they've got some good players. They're a decent team. And maybe if they had a slightly easier group, they may well have fancied their chances. It is going to be difficult for them to get through that group. But this is what we're going to talk about stuff like this on the show tomorrow, the preview show, when we're looking at each of the groups, discussing who we think is probably going to go through. You know, the games we're looking forward to the most, the players we're looking forward to seeing, and of course, as I said, the Arsenal women's representation, 12 players from Arsenal, of course, will be at this tournament. And in fact, out of the WSL teams, Arsenal and Chelsea have the most with 12 each. Manchester City have 10 players, most of them, of course, in the England squad, aren't they? Man United have got 6 or 7 at the tournament as well. And there's others as well. So Reading have got 1 or 2. West Ham have got 1 or 2 as well. Of course, Hawa Sissoko from France, she's a very good player. Of course, Chelsea have signed a new player who's in the French squad as well, and 2 Spaniards who've just joined Manchester City. So there's a lot of WSL involvement in this tournament, which makes it even more interesting, doesn't it, from an England fan's perspective, seeing players playing in a tournament that we see on a regular basis in the WSL. That's a great ball. Lauren Hemp getting cleared down that far side. Again, it's good defending from Switzerland, but it is going to be a corner. It was Noel Moritz initially was caught out there by the ball, but she did well to get back at Lauren Hemp. But it is going to be a corner to England. It was conceded by Bueller there in the end. But Noel Moritz did really well to get back after initially being caught out there. It was a good ball. I think it was Kira Walsh put that ball through to Lauren Hemp on this near side, England's left, but it's going to be a corner again on this near side, which Georgia Stanway is going to take. It's going to be an in-swinger with her right foot. Another Manchester City, or she just left Manchester City, as I said, joined Bayern Munich. That corner there to the edge of the penalty is headed out by Switzerland, but only as far as Alex Greenwood, and now it's back with Kira Walsh. She finds Alex Greenwood again. Now it's Leah Williamson for England. That's a lovely ball. Looking for the run there in behind of Fran Kirby, but it's not sure if it was offside or a foul there by Kirby. She tried to get in behind the defensive play there of Leah Walty. And yeah, I think it was probably given as a foul. I'm not sure how much contact there was. Leah Walty can smile about it. The Swiss captain. She had a great season for Arsenal, didn't she? Leah Walty, there's no doubt about that. One of the most important players that we had actually over that second half of the season. There is actually a water break now, which I don't know if this is going to be a feature of the Euros actually. It may well be, but there is a water break. So the England girls have come over to this near side to get a drink and some words of encouragement from the coaching staff, and Switzerland as well. I think Switzerland will be delighted it's still 0-0 after that start that England had to this game, where we, created a lot of opportunities. Should really have scored 2 or 3 goals. We know that, but ultimately, it's just a matter now of trying to get ourselves back into the rhythm that we maybe lacked a little bit in the last sort of 10 or 15 minutes after such a bright start. But when you're playing in a tournament, you're going to get games like this. We're not going to be on top for 90 minutes against anybody, and it's important that we take our when we do get on top, when we're on a good spell, we do need to obviously take those chances. Good to see Ellen White warming up for England. Of course, she had to miss the Holland game with COVID, but she's obviously fine now, and she looks ready and up for this game if she might well be needed later on. I'm sure we'll see her later on in this game. I'm pretty sure she'll make an appearance later on. Maybe Nikita Paris might come on as well. And hopefully we'll see Lotte Wilber-Moy as well. Of course, she didn't play at all against Holland, did she? Which was a shame. She did play the first half against Belgium. Let's be honest, she's only in the squad as a squad player. We know that. But, I think the squad players are going to be important in this tournament. And hopefully she'll get some minutes on the pitch. But there is an Arsenal woman player with minutes on the pitch at the moment, Noel Moritz. there for Switzerland, but that throw there was poor actually, and it's gone out again for a throw to England on this near side. We've got a comment in the chat there from Aldana, says, where can I watch the match? It does depend whereabouts in the world you are. If you're in the UK, it's on ITV4. If you're not in the UK, then I can't really help you, I'm afraid. I don't know if it's being shown anywhere else. But don't worry too much. Stay with us. We'll keep you updated with everything that's going on. And you can enjoy our coverage as well. I can't show you the game, unfortunately, due to copyright issues. The channel almost got taken off the air at the end of last season when I showed it. Just a tiny little bit of a game of the Arsenal women, so I'm not going to do that again. But I will keep you updated with everything that's going on. But I say it's on ITV4 in the UK, so you could be able to watch it. I don't know if that's available where you are, but I say if not, stay with us. Ball into the box. That's a good ball actually from Alex Greenwood towards the far post, looking for Beth Mead, who's going to pick up that loose ball. As she knows, she just lets it run behind for a corner to England over on the far side. Alex Greenwood's going to come across to take this, as she does normally do. Beth Mead's not really been in this game as much as we hoped for. She had a bright start, a bit like most of the England attacking players, certainly. Haven't really been in the game much in the last 10-15 minutes, but it is a corner now to England, which Alex Green was going to take over on that far side, be an in-swinger with her left foot. See if we can get a goal from a set piece. He's in towards the header comes in. Oh, it's cleared off the line. I think it might have been Frank Kirby with the header. I think it was going in. In fact, it was Rachel Daly at the far post, won that header. It's a good header, actually, across the goalkeeper, back the way it came. It was going in, actually, and it was headed off the line now. Good piece of defending. It was actually by their centre forward with the unpronounceable name who plays for Barcelona. I remember having problems with her name when we played them in the Champions League. Anyway, it's another corner to England. This time it's over on this near side. Georgia Stanway drills it in, but there was a foul there inside the penalty area, and it's going to be a free kick to Switzerland. It was Leah Williamson gave away that free kick with a push there on the defender, which the referee wasn't going to let go, and it is a free kick to Switzerland. But England maybe just just run out of that momentum that we had in those first sort of opening 10 minutes or so in this game, and suddenly it's become a little bit more difficult, hasn't it, for us to really create too many opportunities. But let's see what happens. So we do tend to be a second half team, don't we? So we'll see exactly how the game pans out. But after that bright start, you think you thought England were going to go on and maybe score 3 or 4 goals in this first half, but it's certainly not gone like that at all, hasn't it? And Switzerland have really got back into it without creating too many real opportunities at all. In fact, Mary Earps hasn't had a save to make. Leah Williamson now in possession for England, plays it to this near side to Alex Greenwood. And she'll go square across to Millie Bright, trying to open up the play for England. It's a good ball in to Elisa Russo. Surely she was fouled. The referee says no. Actually, in fact, she does give the free kick now. I think she was waiting to play an advantage there, but there was none. And it is going to be a free kick now to England, which Georgia Stanway takes quickly, plays it back to Millie Bright. It's now with Rachel Daly over on that far side, finds Beth Mead, who's been kept pretty quiet actually in this first half. She had such a big impact, didn't she, from the bench on Friday against Holland. 2 brilliant goals for her. Anyway, England coming forward now on this near side with Alex Greenwood. Plays it back to Leah Williamson. Just looking for that spark that's maybe been missing since that opening 10 minutes or so. Millie Bright now inside the centre circle for England. Plays the ball long, looking for the run of Lauren Hemp, but it's well defended by Noel Moritz, actually, who's had a decent game so far for the Swiss. She's in possession again at the Arsenal right back. One of the most underrated players in the WSL, I believe. Consistent week after week, isn't she? Anyway, England now coming forward. Millie Bright with that break. Plays it in to Russo on the edge of the penalty area. Plays it out to that far side to Rachel Daly. She needs a little bit of support, actually. To Georgia Stanway. It's now with Daly. She lines a cross up. It's a good cross towards the far post. Slightly overhit. Lauren Hemp isn't going to be able to get on the end of that, and it's going to run behind for a goal kick. to Switzerland. That was a bit better from England though. Just moving the ball a little bit quicker. It's not quite coming off at the moment, is it? But that was certainly a lot better. The last 5 minutes has certainly been better. We've forced Switzerland back again into their own half, but we haven't really created anything since that opportunity from Lauren Hempel. There was, of course, that header from Rachel Daly from a corner, which was headed over by a Swiss defender. Switzerland have got a throw now over on that far side, their left. We are heading towards the last 10 minutes of this first half. And again, England are finding it difficult, aren't they, to get a goal in the first half of games. We had the same problem in the 2 friendlies so far. We do seem to grow into games. Maybe the use of the substitutes perhaps is what makes a difference. And we've certainly got a very strong squad, haven't we? The depth in our squad is ridiculous, isn't it? When you look at the players that we've got on the bench, it's just the strength is just incredible. And I'm sure 1 or 2 of these girls will come off the bench in the second half today, looking to make an impact, as all the subs have so far. Of course, it was Chloe Kelly made that impact against Belgium. Beth Mead made the impact, and Ella Toon actually, against Holland. Who's going to be the hero this evening for England? It could, of course, be one of the players that's starting the game. Suddenly England now have opened it up a little bit there. Fran Kirby in possession, plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. She pings it to this near side to Alex Greenwood. She's got Lauren Hemp outside her. Instead, she tries to play the ball through. There was a run there again from Fran Kirby. She's made some good runs off the ball, actually. She's not always received it, but she's made some good runs, trying to stretch that Swiss defence. And I'm sure if she does get the ball in those dangerous areas, she will create some problems for Switzerland. Of course, she should have scored very early on in this game. But Switzerland defended that well again. And you have to say that they have, after the opening 5 or 10 minutes when England could have scored a few goals, that Switzerland have defended well since then. They've put their bodies on the line. They've denied England the space. And they've actually done pretty well since that opening sort of 10 minutes or so. But England are in possession now inside the centre circle with captain Leah Williamson. Some good movement ahead of her there. Lauren Hemp comes inside, gets the ball, does well, goes past one defender, but then she is tackled. She claimed she was fouled, but it's not given. And the ball now goes back to the Swiss goalkeeper, Freydley, who's probably been their star player in this first half in many ways. Those early saves kept Switzerland in this game. It looked as though England were going to run away with things, but it is still 0-0. And it is going to be difficult for England now, you feel, to break down this Swiss defence. But it's going to be, of course, a good test for us ahead of this tournament. We're going to come up against some teams who are going to want to defend against us, especially in the group, Norway and Northern Ireland. You can't see them wanting to come and attack us too much. Even Austria are probably going to try and keep it tight in that first game, aren't they? So we're going to be, it's a good test, isn't it, to play against teams like this. It does just go to show, doesn't it, those early chances, how important they will be. But, you know, we have to remember the fact that we have generally played a lot better in the second half of games, haven't we? So let's hope that's the case today and we can get the goals and move forward. Rachel Daly there felt she was fouled. The referee plays on. Daly is still down, so England are slightly stretched here. Millie Bright's come across to fill in over on that far side at right back, as it is that side where Switzerland are coming forward now. Cross it in towards the 6-yard box. Mary Epps doesn't get there. Oh, it's put wide at the far post. That was the best chance of the game for Switzerland there. Came about because Rachel Daly, she stretched there to try to win the ball. She thought she was fouled. The referee said no, and it was down that side of the pitch, the far side. England's right, where the cross came in to the far post. Mary Earps didn't get anything on that. That wasn't great goalkeeping, actually. It has to be said, from Earps. She missed that completely. Oh, and that was a big chance for Switzerland at the far post to take the lead. Would have maybe been harsh on England to go behind in this game, but it just goes to show, doesn't it? You know, one slight lapse of concentration, although It was more the fact that Rachel Daly was injured, out of position, and England was struggling from that moment onwards. But fortunately, the opportunity wasn't taken by Switzerland, and it is still 0-0. We are now coming up to the last 5 minutes of this first half. It's been a good first half of football, actually. Switzerland have grown into it as the longer it's gone on. But England, of course, did make that fast start. We've got a comment there from Nessal. Can we see the match from France somewhere on social media, please? I don't know, to be honest with you. I would love to be able to show you the game, but unfortunately, due to copyright issues with TV, I would get shut down. So unfortunately, I can't show you the game. And I don't know where it is in Europe. I don't know what channels are showing it. If there's any streams anywhere. I'm not sure. But don't worry, stay with us. We'll keep you updated with everything that's going on. England looking to finish this half on top. That's a good ball through for Elisa Russo inside the penalty area. She's forced a little bit wide, actually, but she does well. The Manchester United forward finds Lauren Hemp, plays it in to Fran Kirby. Are England, going to get this goal in the closing stages of this first half. Ball played in now again to Russo. Holds it up well. Finds Kira Walsh. Are England going to finish this half as they started it well on top, creating some chances? Let's wait and see what happens. This is good play, though, from England. Fran Kirby now coming forward down this near side. It's a good ball in again to Russo. Does well to hold it up now. She's found Kira Walsh. Pings that ball over to the far side to Rachel Daly. That's lovely play from England. Can Daly get a crossing? She went to cross it, forced the ball back again. Now it's Millie Bright. She's going to try the shot from distance. She does. It strikes a Swiss defender. She's certainly got some power behind that. But Switzerland do manage to clear the ball away, but only as far as Leah Williams, and she plays it to this near side to Alex Greenwood. England are certainly going to finish this half in possession. But can we get the breakthrough goal? Millie Bright there tried to put Rachel Daly in behind that defence over on the far side. A little bit of a mistake from Switzerland there. Beth Mead capitalises inside the penalty, but the ball just runs away from her. Switzerland can clear it away, but only as far as Alex Greenwood, who does well in the centre circle there. Finds Leah Williams and she pings the ball forward into Fran Kirby. She's found some good little pockets of space, Fran Kirby, in this first half. Lauren Hemp now with a cross. It's just deflected off Noel Moritz, actually. Again, it comes back, though, to Alex Greenwood for England. Plays it in to Fran Kirby, again in that little bit of space. Plays the ball back to Kira Walsh. England now looking to pull that Switzerland defence apart. It's a good ball to the far side. Rachel Daly with a cross. Again, it's deflected behind by a Swiss defender. It is going to be a corner to England. In fact, it was Georgia Stanway, I think, with that cross over on that far side. Again, that was good play from England, a lot better. But when that cross came in, again, it was deflected behind. It's going to be another corner to England over on that far side, which Alex Greenwood is going to go across to take with that left foot of hers, curl it in towards the near post. Of course, England did almost score from a corner from this side, didn't they? It was that header from Rachel Daly cleared off the line. Can England create another chance here? Is Greenwood with the corner again to the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in. Oh, it bobbles around in that 6-yard box. And again, it's Switzerland who get it away. It was Millie Bright in there, looking to get another goal for England. She's got a few, hasn't she, in this year? But it's gone behind now for a goal kick over on that far side. It was actually Daly again attacking it. It almost was a handball there from Noel Moritz, who actually did well initially to clear the ball away. England were claiming a handball, claiming a penalty. I think it hit her chest, if we're totally honest. And there's no penalty given. Of course, there was a penalty given by VAR against England on Friday, wasn't there? Which was missed, of course, in the end, as we know. That was a big turning point in that game, wasn't it? Had Holland gone back in front in that game 2-1, you'd have to wonder how England would have reacted to that. But as it turned out, the penalty was missed. We went up the other end. Beth Mead scored, and that was that. England now coming forward down this near side with Alex Greenwood. We are now into the last minute and a half of this first half. It's been a good first half to watch, but so far frustrating for England. Lauren Hemp now finds Kira Walsh, plays it out to that far side. Rachel Daly, can she get across in this time? She can. So we're just a 6-yard box. Header comes in from Russo. She is very, very dangerous in the air. She maybe couldn't quite get the power on that, and it has gone into the arms of the Swiss goalkeeper. Another opportunity for England. Good ball, actually, from Rachel Daly. Lisa Russo made something of that. Oh, she's capitalising on a mistake. Oh, that's a foul. Surely that's got to be a yellow card as well for the Swiss defender. She took too long to make her mind up there. what to do. Russo took the ball off her. She then fouled her. It is a yellow card for Caligaris with that foul there. The Leventi player, she actually slipped over. Russo got in the wrong side of her, and then she had no option really other than to bring her down. She took one for the team there, that yellow card. But England are going to get a free kick here. We're going to end the first half with another perhaps opportunity to create a problem here. This free kick pretty much in line with the edge of the penalty area on this near side. So we'll see who's going to take this. And we've got a lot of bodies inside that penalty area. It's going to be either Stanway or Greenwood with this ball. Possibly Stanway now. Greenwood's moved away. It's going to be Georgia Stanway with this delivery. Millie Bright's in there as well. Oh, it was a bit of a flat free kick actually towards a penalty spot. But suddenly it's given as a foul. The Swiss defender seemed to want to take too long for that ball to come down. Stanway got in there quickly, pinched the ball off, and that's actually unfortunate to be given as a foul actually. But the referee blew straight away, and it is a free kick to Switzerland, and that may well be that for the end of this first half. We have now played the 45 minutes. There's going to be a minute actually of stoppage time. I'm not sure where that minute's come from because there hasn't been any stoppages. But anyway, there is going to be a minute of stoppage time, and Switzerland take that free kick. Again, England try to win the ball back high up the pitch. It was Alicia Russo with that tackle. She's got a yellow card. That's a little bit harsh, actually, that to be a yellow card for Russo. I think just because the referee just booked that Swiss defender, she's decided to book Russo as well. I think it looked worse than what it was. She was just trying to... It was actually on Caligaris as well. So those two have both been booked now. She almost... I think she got a little bit on the ball there, Russo. A little bit unfortunate to get a yellow card for that. But showing her work rate, though, showing how desperate she is to try to win the ball back for England. Maybe a little bit too keen on that particular occasion. So she has got herself a yellow card. And Caligaris is still down, actually. And she's having to get some treatment now. We have played the minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit more now as Caligaris gets some treatment on her ankle there. And he's having a chat, where can I watch live? It depends where you are in the world, my friend. If you are in the UK, it's on ITV4, or if you can get to watch ITV4 wherever you are. If not, I'm not too sure. But we've got it covered anyway, so, you know, stay with us. We will talk you through everything that's going on. And we are now just waiting for half-time, really. Once this free kick is taken, pretty sure we're not going to see too much more action. They're just showing that yellow card again. It looked like an attempt to try and get the ball there, but yeah, you can maybe understand why the yellow card came out there for Russo. But Switzerland have taken a free kick. They're knocking the ball around at the back. We've actually played 2 minutes at the end of this first half. There was only meant to be 1 minute of stoppage time, but of course there was that injury just there. But England again have won the ball back well in midfield. It's now back with Millie Bright, plays that ball forward, looking for Frank Kirby, but it was too high. And again, Switzerland have got the ball back. But there goes the half-time whistle. It is half-time here in Zurich. It is Switzerland women 0, England Lionesses 0. Really bright start from England, actually. We could have scored 3 or 4 goals in the opening 10 minutes. We were ripping Switzerland apart at will. Really early chance from Frank Kirby. Elisa Russo and Beth Mead did well down that far side. The ball fell to Kirby about 6-7 yards out. Just had the goalkeeper to beat, but she put it too close to the goalkeeper, who saved well with her legs. We had 1 or 2 other opportunities as well. Lauren Hemp cut in from that left-hand side onto her right foot, but shot straight at the goalkeeper. There was a header from Rachel Daly, which was cleared off the line as well from a corner. Switzerland really had 1 opportunity when Daly was caught out of position. She was injured, and Switzerland came forward down that far side, the right, across to the far post, which Mary Earps didn't manage to cut out, and it did lead to a half chance at the far post. But it is half-time. Switzerland 0, England 0. England have been the better team, but once again, we find it difficult, aren't we, to score in the first half, to get an early breakthrough. And it's happened again in this game. But it is 0-0. Lots still to play for. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see 1 or 2 substitutions in this second half. We'll see what happens. Of course, Serena has made good use of her squad, hasn't she, so far in these friendlies. But it is at half-time, Switzerland 0, England 0. We will be back very, very soon with the second half. So stay with us. And also, of course, news of the big competition that we're running as well. So please stay with us for that, which will be coming up the other side of this. Hello and welcome back. We're getting ready for the second half. So it's a competition running actually on the channel throughout the first couple of weeks of the Euros. Now, to win a copy of this CD, it is by, as you can see there, by Pete Drake and Kay Spink. It's a double A side. It's called The Beautiful Game, and it is, of course, two songs to help England through the Euros, to support England in the Euros. On one side, it's A Beautiful Game, which was the song that we played in the theme at the start. I'll give you a little hint about that. Plays from the intro. It goes like this.
There's shin pads, hairband, rainbow laces, brand new fans and different races. Another camp with COVID cases, an England squad with brand new faces. Here we go, the summer's here. Meet your friends and grab a beer. Football's on the beautiful game, from St Mary's to Bramall Lane. It's just a game, but it's our beautiful.
So that's A Beautiful Game song, which is fantastic. I'm sure you'll agree. And then the other song you get with it as well is a really catchy song as well. This is the other side of it. It is called Left Foot, Right Foot Header, and it is very good.
Left foot, right foot header, left foot, right foot head. I'm supporting England 'cause it's left foot, right foot head. We'll be alright with Ellen White. Take the lead with Beth Mead. Williamson gets the job done and Lauren Hemp is heaven sent. Hear the Lionesses roar.
So that's Left Foot, Right Foot Header. That's the other song on this fantastic CD. As you can see, it's actually signed by Pete himself and also Kay Spink as well, who features on the songs. And you can win a copy of that. Now, all you need to do is, to be in a chance of winning, all you've got to do is obviously subscribe to the channel and then predict the number of goals you think England Lionesses will score in the group stage of the tournament starting next week. So that's the games against Austria, Norway and Northern Ireland. How many goals do you think England will score in those three games? If you get it right, and you're the only one who gets it right, you will win a copy of this fantastic CD. I say a signed copy of that. If there's more than one person that's correct, then we'll do a generator, put the names in, and we'll do a winner on the show at the time. Or if nobody actually gets the right answer, it will just be the ones that are nearest to the pin, if you like, will go into the hat to win a chance to win this CD. I say they are two great songs as well to support the England Lionesses in this tournament. So if you want to win that, subscribe to the channel first of all. If you're already a subscriber, that's fine, you can still enter, but you need to be a subscriber to the channel. And also as well, I say predict the number of goals that you think England will score. Now, put your prediction in either in the comments on this show, the comments on the show tomorrow for the warm-up, or any of the other shows that we're doing throughout the Euros. We're on pretty much live every night throughout the competition, so you've got plenty of opportunity to get your guesses in. You can guess more than once, obviously, but we pointless one person, you just guessing between 1 and 25 goals, I suppose, you know. But it's up to you. If you want to do that, you can. But you do need to be subscribing to the channel first, and you do need to put your prediction in for the number of goals that we'll score in the group stage. So that's the competition. Once the group stage finished, that's when, of course, the competition will finish after the last game that we play in that group against Northern Ireland. And then we'll draw the winner on the show the next day after that. And I will get the CD out to you as soon as we've picked that, so you can have it in time for the obviously while the tournament's still going on. So brilliant CD. That's what it is. You can actually download it as well online, Pete Spink Music as well. So if you want to buy it, you can, but try and win it on there as well, because it is a signed copy. So you won't get a signed copy anywhere else. There you go. If you can see the signature there, the two signatures there of the two singers involved, Pete Drake, who did write the song, and Kay Spink as well, who sings on them. So great stuff that is as well. Really brilliant. So we thank Pete for supplying that CD for you guys to try and win. And the two songs are brilliant. Let's try and get them in the charts as well. So download them. I'll say it's Pete Spink, The Beautiful Game it's called. And it's definitely worth your while, because I think both of those two songs are fantastic. And I've been playing them non-stop since I got the CD. But yeah, you can win that copy. Brilliant stuff it's going to be. So just guess the number of goals England score in the group stage. If you get it right, you may well win that brilliant CD. And we'll be playing those songs that I say they're the theme tune to the coverage that we're doing at the Euros over the next month anyway. So you're going to get to hear them quite a bit. I say go out and download them as well. Try to get them into the charts because it certainly deserves to be heard. Brilliant stuff. So that's our competition that we're running. Terry says there, Richard, picture and sound very crisp. Thought the CD would have been by MMMC. Well, you may well have a CD out as well. I'm not sure. But this one is out and it is good and is going to be, for me, it's the song of the Euro. So I'll be playing it every day. And I hope you guys will get and support it as well because it is definitely worth supporting it. But yeah, it's good. It is good stuff. Great songs there, and hopefully it'll be helping England to do well. Terry also said there, to be fair, Noel Richards had a very good first half. Mark Lauren Hemp had the game no easy fit. No, you're right. Obviously, she knows Lauren Hemp from the WSL, and that's maybe one of the reasons she understands her game. But yeah, she's not only marked her at the game, but she sort of stopped her from getting the ball as well, which has been important, hasn't it, from a Swiss perspective? You know, after that first 10 minutes or so, when she did get the ball a few times, got into some good areas. Since then, Switzerland have sorted it out. And yeah, Maritz had a good game, actually. She did a really good game. But it doesn't surprise me. I'm sure it doesn't surprise you, Terry. We've seen a lot of her play for Arsenal, of course. Very consistent performer, isn't she? So I think we're all pretty happy that that she's signed a new contract with Arsenal. But for tonight, of course, we're hoping that we can find a way through and win this game. Not that the result is the most important thing when it comes to these friendlies. It's not so much about the results, is it? It's to do with the performance and getting players to gel and getting the squad to gel. And you know, we've in the two previous games, the first halves have been a little bit flat. We haven't quite managed to hit the heights, and in the second half, we've really pushed on. And let's hope it's going to be the same tonight. And let's hope that we can get the goals in the second half and win the game. But so I'm looking more to see some good individual performances, looking to see the team gel, and we should be ready then for the tournament, of course, which starts next Wednesday. The team's back out again now. England just doing their little huddle, pre-match huddle on the pitch. They're getting ready for this second half. I don't think there's been any substitutions, has there? Elisa Russo's still out there. Mary Earps is just coming out to join. So I think it's going to be the same team that played in that first half. There's two substitutions actually for Switzerland. Number 3, Marty, is coming on. She's replacing number 16 is coming on as well, who is Moran. She's coming on as well. And it's that's handy because the centre forward with that unpronounceable name who plays for Barcelona's gone off, so that makes it a bit easier for me. And Moran's come on, and also Marta as well has come on for Switzerland. So they had two substitutions for them. Says there, why isn't Ellen White playing? She had COVID actually last week, so she couldn't play. And although she's on the bench and she is obviously recovered, she's maybe not quite fit enough to start this game, but she's on the bench. She may well come on, so that's why she's missing. Nissa says there, what do the English people think of Steph Houghton not being selected in England squad? Personally, for me, I understand the reasons why she wasn't. I think when you're a defender, if you're not going to probably play or start the game, which obviously Serena wasn't going to be picking as a start of the game, she had a lot of injury problems. It's not like she can come on as an impact player later on in the game. So I sort of understood why she wasn't selected. She hadn't been playing enough football. And I think it's difficult, isn't it? When you've had the captaincy taken off you, it's difficult then to come into the team and play, isn't it? And yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. She's been a great player for England. Of course, she used to play for Arsenal as well. We love Steph, but yeah, I think it was the right decision from Serena. And I certainly understood the reasons why that she made that call. And yeah, it's just a matter now of focusing on the squad that are there. The players that they've got a very good squad, a very good chance to do well. And that's the most important thing now, isn't it? And yes, it's disappointing for Steph, obviously. But ultimately, you know, we have, you know, we've got to focus on the players that are there. And, you know, we've got some very good players, haven't we? Some good defenders as well. England just won a free kick catch on this near side. We are now attacking the goal to our right in this second half. And England have got a free kick. In fact, Millie Bright seemed to have something in her eye there. She had the ball. She didn't look as though she knew what she was doing. And Nessel says there, from captain to no one, harsh, isn't it? Yeah, and I mean, it is. But, you know, she was injured, wasn't she, for a long time. So she lost her place in the team due to the fact that she was injured. And she lost the captaincy because she was injured. And obviously, subsequently, it's been difficult for her to get back in because England have been doing well, playing well, winning games. So, yeah, it's harsh, but sometimes that's the reality of football. She had a great career, and she'll always be remembered for the great stuff that she's done for England. It's just, now maybe it's time for other people to step forward and take that role. But England have now got a free kick on this near side. It's Stanway and Greenwood both over it, and an opportunity for England to get this breakthrough early in the second half. In fact, it's going to be Stanway with his free kick. Again, it was a low one. It's a near post. Oh, a shot comes in from, it was Lauren Hemp, actually. It didn't look like the free kick was, she really got hold of it well, but Lauren Hemp made something of it, got in front of the defender, but only could poke the ball wide from about 10, 12 yards there. Made something out of nothing there, Lauren Hemp. But anyway, first real opportunity this second half for England. So no substitutions made from England at half time. That's the first time in any of these friendlies that's been the case, actually. So I think that, Serena wants this team to maybe play together a little bit more. This may well be the team that starts next Wednesday. We'll have to see what happens there. Millie Bright's come across there to defend well for England again. It's out for a throw on its near side. Whatever problem was with her eye a little bit earlier seems to be okay. I don't know if it was an insect was bothering her there, but anyway, she's back okay now. And Switzerland are in possession. It's a good ball actually played into the penalty. A little bit of space there. Ball just ran through there into the arms of Mary Ertz. But again, Switzerland have caused one or two heart in the mouth moments for the England defence in this game. Not an awful lot, but one or two moments. And, against the better teams of better quality than Switzerland, and there are teams in this tournament that are better than Switzerland, they're going to take those opportunities, aren't they? So, we need to step up our game. Bear in mind as well, don't forget, this game's away from home. All our games are going to be at home, aren't they? We've got the crowd with us, and that's going to make a massive difference when our tournament starts. But it's been quite a disappointing performance from England, actually, tonight so far. Anyway, certainly after that first 10 minutes, we haven't really got any rhythm going to our play, and I'm sure Serena will be disappointed with that. And I'm sure England are going to be definitely looking at stepping things up now in this second half. Now, Millie Bright in possession for England plays it to Rachel Daly on this near side into midfield there to Georgia Stanway, pings it back to Millie Bright. Just looking to ping the ball around, try and get a little bit of a touch on the ball again and try to get a little bit more rhythm in our passing, which was lacking in that, certainly the second half of that first half. But anyway, Leah Williamson now plays the ball out to that far side. Alex Greenwood at left back tonight. I say so far no substitutions for England. Unusually for Serena, she does like to make some substitutions, doesn't she? Use the squad, which she's used well in the game so far. But we'll see anyway. Elisa Russo now on that far side. There's a little bit of space now. Is there for Lauren Hemp? First time cross. Oh, looking for the run there of Beth Mead. But it's over, hit slightly. I don't think it's going to be kept in on this near side by Rachel Daly. It isn't. In fact, Lauren Hemp now looks as though she may have an injury. She's been calling over. Was it where she landed there? I think she might have hurt her finger as she landed there from that earlier challenge. She dislocated her finger, has she? She looks in quite a little bit of pain, actually. She's calling for some treatment. Let's hope she's going to be okay to carry on, because she's one of our most important players, but she looks to be in a lot of pain at the moment. Of course, we've got players on the bench who can come on as well, but yeah, it looks like it's a finger injury. But maybe, is it wrist? Is it a wrist, or is it it looks like it might be a wrist, actually. She's getting some treatment now on the pitch. A bit of a worry, this, actually. One of England's most important players, Lauren Hemp. I thought she was one of the best players in the WSL last season. Would love Arsenal to sign her. She's almost like the missing link, isn't she, in that left-hand side for Arsenal? That's the one position where, yes, we've got obviously Katie McKay, Caitlin Ford, but she would offer us something completely different, wouldn't she, to that? And I'd love Arsenal to sign. It's not going to happen, of course. So we'll enjoy her performances for England in the Euros. Let's hope this injury isn't too serious. She's getting some treatment at the moment. But it does looks like hand or wrist, possibly. So we'll see. Nessa says there are too many young players, good but lack of experience. Yeah, possibly there is a lack of experience, certainly at tournament level. Of course, all these players have been playing regularly at the top of the WSL, haven't they? But yes, they do lack that tournament experience. And yes, that's the point about Steph Houghton, isn't it? She had that. We've got Jill Scott, of course, in the squad who has got a lot of experience of tournaments as well previously. And, we've got players who have played in tournaments before, haven't we? Millie Bright, of course. Beth Mead, Nikita Paris as well, and they've all played in tournaments, haven't they, as well, Demi Stokes. So we've got a little bit of experience. Just we've got a lot of young players, but they're very good players, aren't they? And I'm excited about what we can do in this tournament, you know. Terry says there, could you imagine him in a Gunner shirt? To be honest, mate, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? Absolutely the dream. That would be for me. That would, you know, we'd be unstoppable, wouldn't we? With the front players that we've got, with Viv already, Beth, you know, Stina as well. What an attack that would be. It'd be unstoppable, wouldn't it? But it's not going to happen, is it? So let's you know, stop dreaming, because it won't happen, will it? And Essa says there, Scott should be playing. Again, you see, she's another one that I think she's past her best. I think she can do a job if we're winning a game, a tight game towards the edge, and come on, shore things up. And obviously she's a danger from set pieces, good at defending set pieces as well. But I think there's better players now, younger players who maybe should be playing. Lauren Hemp's okay anyway. She's got a wrist slightly strapped up there. I think she just landed awkwardly actually on it. She's looking to get in behind again. Fran Kirby now in possession for England. England's front three haven't really got into this game since that opening spell. We really do need to get them more on the ball down, especially Lauren Hemp. She's got the ball again now. Lauren Hemp over on that far side. The ball in towards the near post. Again, it was good defending from the Swiss. You have to say they've defended really, really well in this game. Made it difficult for England to create too many clear-cut opportunities, certainly, I say, since that opening 10 minutes. Now Beth Mead in possession for England. She's not really been in this game either so far. Ball played in there too. Georgia Stanway battles well there. Georgia Stanway, she's done really well, actually won the ball there for England. In fact, the referee's given a free kick. A little bit harsh, maybe. Both players in went for the ball. In fact, the Swiss player cut across the front of Georgia Stanway, and anyway, she won a free kick. And it is a free kick to the Swiss. This else says then young players won't make England European champions, experienced players. Well, we'll see. We'll see, won't we? I believe we've got a great chance of winning the European championships coming up. And I think we showed that against Holland. That performance in the second half was enough to convince me. And this, I says, there's same problem with the French team. Yeah, no, it could be. I mean, we'll see. I mean, France are going to be one of the favourites as well, aren't they? You know, obviously the Lyon team that won the Champions League. So some great French players that we know there are as well. So yeah, obviously France are going to be contenders, aren't they? England, Germany, Spain, you know, Holland. If they, you know, put last week's performance behind them, it's going to be a tough tournament to win, isn't it? And there's a lot of very, very good teams. But I believe England have got what it takes. I think we've got the right manager. I think we've got a very, very good squad of players. And we'll see how things go. But it's going to be a great tournament, isn't it? It's going to be an interesting tournament. It's going to be great to watch. We're going to quite a few games as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, let's hope that England can do well. Obviously, the crowd as well, I think, is going to be play a big part in that as well. But we'll see exactly what happens as well. So yeah, Terry there's put his guess in already for the competition. He's saying 13 goals, so no one else picked that number, as I'm always miles away. You are normally miles away, but you know, with 3 games, you've got 3 games to pick the goals instead of just one, haven't you? England are coming forward looking for this goal. It was another good ball into the box actually from Georgia Stanway, but it was again good defending from Switzerland. So Terry's gone for 13 anyway. So Terry is put his guess in nice and early, which is good. So if you do want to enter a competition, subscribe to the channel, and I say put your guess in either in the chat in some of the comments on the videos, or any of the live shows that we've got coming up while the group stage is on. So you can win a copy of that great CD. England again in possession. We've had most of the possession in this opening 10 minutes of the second half, but still yet to create a real opportunity there. Cross to the far post, comes in, a header comes in from Russo. It's gone in. It is 1-0 to England. Finally, Elisa Russo with the header. It's what she's good at. What a cross that was, actually. I think it was Georgia Stanway with the ball in. Serena is up and applauding that goal. Great header it was from Elisa Russo at that far post. She deserved the goal again for her hard work tonight, as indeed she did the other night as well. That was a really, really good goal. It's a cross. I'm sure it was, I think it was Georgia Stanway with the cross. In fact, it wasn't. It was Rachel Daly with the cross. What a cross that was from Rachel Daly to the far post. Elisa Russo, that's what she's good at. She got in between the 2 Swiss defenders. planted the header back the way it came, across the goalkeeper, into that far side. Great stuff. And England finally make the breakthrough. Again, a second half goal, isn't it, for England, which is something that we've done a lot of, certainly in these warm-up games, haven't we? Nessel says, yeah, we will be travelling from France for 3 games. Oh, brilliant, including England in Southampton. Can't wait. Oh, brilliant. I look forward. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Yeah, I'm not seeing the England game in Southampton, unfortunately. We're seeing England at Old Trafford. And also one of the semi-finals, the first semi-final, which if England win the group will be in, that's at Bramall Lane, hoping to get there for that as well. Terry says yes, and Nessau says goal. Terry says great header. It was a great header, wasn't it? It was a really, really good header. And a good cross as well from Rachel Daly from this near side over to that far side. And that's what Elisa Russo is good at. That's what she offers that maybe our other striking options don't really offer as much. Yes, Beth England isn't bad in the air, but Elisa Russo, she's really, really deadly with the header. And that was a really good finish there. 56 minutes played when that goal went in. And you have to say England have been all the possession at the start of this second half, deserved the goal. And now can we go on and perform in the second half as we have done in the recent games? Say, obviously, we've scored 8 now. 8 of the 9 goals that we've scored in these warm-up games have come in the second half. Really bright now in possession for England on this near side. Elisa Russo it was with that goal. I'm delighted for her because I thought she deserved a goal on Friday. Took her chance well, I thought, when she came on. She's taken her chance tonight as well in the starting lineup. And she has got the important opening goal. Good header it was, as we've said. And England lead 1-0. Now England coming forward again down this near side. Georgia Stanway there looking to win the ball. But now Switzerland have got an opportunity for a breakaway. Beth Mead, though, does her defensive duties there. Brilliant tackle there from Beth Mead to win the ball back for England to stop that counter-attack from Switzerland now. Brilliant stuff from England, and coming forward again over on that far side with Leah Williamson. Can England get some more goals in this second half? So we have been a good second half team, haven't we? Really bright now in possession for England inside the Swiss half, plays it back into the centre circle with Leah Williamson. Now she finds Alex Greenwood, pings it out to that far side to Fran Kirby, who's not actually had too much of the ball in this second half. Kira Walsh now plays it back to Leah Williamson. England just comfortably knocking the ball around at the moment. Really bright now. Plays it in to Beth Mead. Now she finds Rachel Daly. Gets it back again, Beth Mead. This is a good play again from England down this near side. Beth Mead, she's got 2 Swiss players for company, but she finds Rachel Daly. It was her cross that led to the goal. Kira Walsh now in possession for England. Rachel Daly plays that line to Beth Mead. That's a nice ball inside to Kira Walsh on the edge of the Swiss penalty area. Kira Walsh looking to try to get a crossing. Good defending again from Switzerland. You have to say they defended pretty well at times in this game, but England have won the ball back. Now it's it's Alex Greenwood plays it in to Fran Kirby. Now it's to Rachel Daly on this near side. Beth Mead outsider. Beth Mead plays it back to Rachel Daly inside the penalty. This is great from England. Is it going to be a chance for another goal? Played across the 6-yard box. Elisa Russo came in. Couldn't quite get the finish on it. In fact, it was Georgia Stanway, who came in to try to get the finishing touch on that. And England have now conceded a free kick. Millie Bright doing what Millie Bright does. Strong tackle there on the Swiss player. And it is going to be a free kick. But that was another great bit of play there from England down this near side. It was Rachel Daly and Beth Mead combined really well. Beth Mead's cross there towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It was Georgia Stanway coming in, couldn't quite get enough on it. And now England are making the substitutions. Fran Kirby's going off. Chloe Kelly's coming on. Jess Carter's coming on. And also, I can't see what else is coming on actually. There's 4 substitutions England are going to make anyway. So Fran Kirby's going off. Ella Toon's coming on for her. Ella Toon played really well, didn't she, the other night when she came on against Holland. The next substitution is going to be it's the goal scorer actually. Elisa Russo's going off for Beth England. Great play from Russo there. Brilliant performance from her again. Really good goal as well. Beth England has come on for her, and Alex Greenwood is coming off as well. Jess Carter's coming on. No doubt we might switch the 2 fullbacks around, and Chloe Kelly's coming on as well. We have to see who's coming off for her. Could well be Beth Mead, actually. We will see. Chloe Kelly has come on as well. Yeah, it is for Beth Mead. So that are 4 substitutions then. So Kelly is on, Beth England is on, Jess Carter is on, and Ella Toone is on, and Alex Greenwood is off, Fran Kirby is off, Beth Mead's off, and the goal scorer Elisa Russo is off as well. So let's see how the second half now, the last half an hour plays out. And with those substitutions, but Switzerland are going to be forced into a change here as Backman's gone down injured as well. Terry says there, this is much better for me. Yeah, no, it is. It has been better second half. We've kept possession better. We haven't tried to force it. We've just kept possession, and in the end, it was a good goal. But yeah, Backman's unfortunately having to go off injured for Switzerland. It could be an arm injury as well, actually. And they're going to have to make a substitution. But England have made those 4 substitutions. Let's see what difference that makes to the game. We've played just over 60 minutes, and it's been, I say, a good 60 minutes from England. We've definitely dominated this second half in particular, and we have got the goal. So Switzerland can now make that substitution. It's going to be, I can't see who's coming actually, but it's going to be Backman to go off. Ramona Backman, it's Hum who's coming on. Fabienne Hum's coming on, but England now got an opportunity on that far side. Cross comes in from Lauren Hemp looking for Chloe Kelly, but it's headed away again by the Swiss defence. England again putting pressure on high up the pitch. Lauren Hemp now inside at the penalty area for England. Plays it across again for Chloe Kelly. She gets a shot away. It's deflected. Chloe Kelly again goes more up than towards the goal. And in the end, it is cleared away. So Jess Carter's actually moved to right back, and Rachel Daly's gone across to left back. Natural position, and it is still Millie Bright and Leah Williamson as the 2 defenders. So that's how England are now lining up. Beth England is now playing through the centre, and Ella Toone has dropped a little bit deeper in the position that she played, of course, against Holland the other night. England in possession again. Millie Bright with a little bit of space there, plays the ball square to Kira Walsh. A nice turn from her. That's a good ball out to that far side. It's Rachel Daly. Can she get across in? She plays it back towards into the near post. It was Lauren Hemp who came in, but again, it was good defending. It may well have been Noel Moritz again with the defending. And Backman has now gone off. It looks like it's an arm injury. She looks in a lot of pain, actually. Let's hope she's going to be okay for the tournament, of course, which starts for Switzerland, 8-9 days' time for them. But it is currently Switzerland 0, England 1. Elisa Russo with that goal. She has now gone off one of those 4 substitutions that was made by England. Jess Carter there wins that header. And England now with Kira Walsh looking to come forward again to Chloe Kelly on this near side. Chloe Kelly, a great ball in towards the 6-yard box. A header at the far post. I think it was Lauren Hemp that came in. She's in a lot of pain again with her arm. Not sure how much longer she's going to be able to last in this game either, Lauren Hemp. And Switzerland now have made that substitution. Fabienne Hum has now come on for Backman, who's went off a little while ago actually with that injury. Lovely cross that was from Chloe Kelly. Hemp came in at that far post but couldn't direct the ball beyond the goalkeeper. And she's gone down again with an injury. Let's hope she's going to be okay. In fact, it was Backman got injured with that challenge from Millie Bright that we spoke about before. That was the incident she got injured from. And unfortunately for her, she's had to go off the PSG forward. So let's hope she's going to be fit for the tournament. It'd be a shame if anybody to miss out now, wouldn't it, this close to the tournament with an injury. Switzerland are in possession over on that far side, looking to try to find an equaliser. They haven't had an attack in this second half, actually. They haven't put the England defence under any pressure at all. Coming forward now, though, Switzerland. This is their best spell of possession, really, in this second half. The ball now played to this near side. A little bit of space for the cross. It comes in towards the end of the 6-yard box. Goes all the way to the far post. Oh, and it was put just wide. It was the number 11, Cumbra Sal there, the Paris FC winger. Got on the end of that at the far post. Wasn't great defending from England, actually. In fact, Leah Williamson almost ducked out of the header there. It was a decent cross in from this near side. And in the end, Rachel Daly trying to come across on the cover. It was a bad miss actually from Sal. She should maybe have put that on target. Another let off for England. We've had one or two shaky moments at the back in this game, actually, has to be said. But we are leading 1-0. And it's been a good test, actually, hasn't it, for us? Is this going to be 14 games unbeaten for England going into this tournament? Let's hope so. England coming forward again. Over on that far side, Lauren Hemp with a cross in towards the near post. Again, it's good defending from Switzerland. That's been a feature of this game. They have defended really well. And they're going to have to defend a lot in their group as well, aren't they? Because they're up against Sweden and Norway, two of the favourites. It's going to be it's a difficult group for them, isn't it? But let's see how they get on. They certainly show they can compete with the good teams. So let's see what happens to them in the group. But they'll do well to get out of that group, won't they? You have to say. But anyway, we'll see what happens. There's still over a week until they are in action in their first game. It's going to be a corner though. Georgia Stanway from that far side in towards the near post. Header comes in. Millie Bright, I think it was Beth England actually. Sorry, Beth England with that header. Unmarked she was. A good run off the ball there from the Chelsea striker. Oh, if he'd got that headed down, it would have been on target. Could possibly have been the second goal, but she couldn't keep it down. It went over the crossbar. And it is going to be a goal kick to Switzerland. Another opportunity for England. We've missed a lot of chances in this game, it has to be said. But we do lead 1-0. And we would all take that, won't we, in the tournament next week. If we win every game 1-0, we'll be quite happy, won't we? If we win all 6 games and 1-0 go through to the final and win it, that'd be great. But we're going to come up against, Switzerland have been a good team. We're going to come up against better teams than this, aren't we, in the group? It's another foul there from Georgia Stanway, actually conceded a free kick. She's going to get herself a yellow card as well, Georgia Stanway, for that foul there on the Swiss midfield player. Manala, I think her name is. Anyway, it's a booking for Georgia Stanway. It was quite a late challenge, actually, it has to be said. And it's a yellow card for Stanway. And it's going to be a free kick to Switzerland. Terry says there, bad miss by Beth England. Well, yeah, it was a difficult header, wasn't it? She made a really good run off the ball, got herself in front of the defence, and yeah, she should have put that on target, really, let's be honest. And she couldn't keep it down. But it is going to be a free kick now to Switzerland, just on the edge of the England penalty area, actually. This could be an opportunity for England to... It was actually a late challenge there from Stanway. Just got there a little bit too late there, didn't she? Caught the Swiss player. And it is now a free kick to the host, looking to try to get an equaliser. This free kick's about 10 yards outside the penalty area, just to the left-hand side. An opportunity for Switzerland to put that England defence under pressure. They haven't really put us under too much pressure in this game. Certainly not in the second half so far. But this will be an opportunity for them to see if they get a ball played in towards the other 6 yards. A shot comes in. It's wide from 6 yards. It may well have been an offside, actually. It was Caligaris, I think it was, who got on the end of that. But I think the offside flag would have been up. I think there was 2 players offside in that attack. In fact, it was an England defender that got on the end of that, actually. But it won't be a corner. It's going to be a free kick because it was an offside. 2 Swiss players. They just got a little bit too excited there, got ahead of themselves, and that ball was put wide. I think it was. Actually, I'm not sure who put that there. I don't know if it was a shot there from the Swiss player Caligaris, or it may well have been Rachel Daly who put that behind. Terry says there, the Swiss are getting closer and closer. Well, they've had 1 or 2 little moments there, haven't they? They've got to stay switched on, but we're coming forward again down the far side. Ball chipped in towards Beth England with a header. Oh, that's a brilliant save, actually. Wow, what a great save that was again by the Swiss goalkeeper, Freudley. Fantastic cross that was there from that far side. What a header it is from Beth England. She must have thought she'd scored. That's a great save. Tipped over the crossbar there from the goalkeeper. She couldn't keep the last header down, Beth England. That was a bad miss. But this one was... She couldn't have done much more with that, could she? Beth there. Brilliant header and a really, really good save, actually. Again, the Swiss goalkeeper putting her claim in for a place in the starting lineup for them. I don't think she's their first choice goalkeeper, is she? But she certainly played well tonight, and that was a great save. But it's going to be a corner to England on this near side, looking to get their second goal. It's going to be Lauren Hemp with his corner It goes deep, actually. Millie Bright heads it back into the penalty area, but again, Switzerland managed to force the ball away. And it's Jess Carter now, goes back to goalkeeper Mary Earps. But that was almost 2-0. I mean, you say it should have been 2-0. I mean, it was a very, very good save, actually. And she couldn't have done a lot more with that header. Beth England there. The first header that she had a while ago was poor, but that was a really good header. England coming forward again down that far side. Lauren Hemp again. Look at this lovely skills from her. She's got clear. Can she get across to the box? Goes to the far post. Chloe Kelly with a shot. It's in, is it? No, it's off the line. Dramatic clearance there. England are still trying to... In fact, it's a penalty's been given to England. It was Chloe Kelly's shot there, which was cleared off the line. That was, again, really good play from England. And it's going to be rewarded. In fact, that cross from that far post. So what a volley this was. That was actually Lauren Hemp's volley. Brilliant clearance off the line it was, actually. And then in the follow-up there, it's a handball, actually. Looked like there may have been a push from Beth England in the lead-up to that. And it's been given, actually, for a handball against a substitute, Marty. A little bit harsh, actually, that you have to say. But anyway, here's a penalty to England. We don't care. We will take it. And it looks like it's going to be Georgia Stanway to take this penalty to make it 2-0 and surely wrap up the win this for England. Georgia Stanway is to make it 2-0. A bit of a harsh penalty there, I thought it was, but England nearly scored just before. Lauren Hemp's shot was cleared off the line dramatically there by a Swiss defender. But this could be a chance for 2-0. It is Noel Moritz for England from the penalty spot. It's Georgia Stanway, for England from the penalty spot to make this 2-0 and surely seal this victory with 17 minutes to play. Dramatic moment here in this game. Stanway is to take this penalty for England. And she puts it away. It is 2-0. Brilliant penalty there. Went to the keeper's right. And the keeper is actually about to come on for England as well. Georgia Stanway there with the goal from the penalty spot. A strange penalty in many ways, given for I thought a harsh handball actually against Marty. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Georgia Stanway's fired that into the corner. Brilliant goal there to the goalkeeper's right, the left as we look, right into the corner. There's no saving a penalty like that. The goalkeeper did dive the right way, but never got anywhere near it. And as Terry says there, 2-0, game over. Yep, it's looking that way. It's certainly looking that way. Anyway, Lauren Hemp is now going off. She had a bit of a battering in that game, but it was her effort that was just cleared off the line. And it is Nikita Paris coming on to give Arsenal women another player in this game. So again, we're back to 2 on each side. And it is now 2-0 to England. Fully deserved, you have to say as well. And once again, we've come good in the second half of the game, haven't we? Switzerland have got the game back underway. There's 16 minutes to play here in Zurich. And England are now fully in control, looking now to try to get more goals actually as well. That's the ball. I was looking for the first opportunity for Nikita Paris to get inside the penalty area. She can't quite keep her foot in there actually. And it's going to be tidied up by Switzerland. Get the ball away down this near side. Not very far actually, only as far as Jess Carter. She finds Nikita Paris, 2 of the substitutes there, linking up well. Jess Carter goes back to Millie Bright, plays it across to Leah Williamson for England. 75 minutes played. Switzerland 0, England 2. It's been a competent England performance, if not quality now. Nikita Paris with her first real opportunity on the ball on this near side. Cross comes in, but it's deflected behind again. It is going to be another corner to England. So it's been a competent performance for England without maybe the fireworks of last Friday. But anyway, we're getting the job done. It's away from home as well. Let's remember that it's more difficult, isn't it, playing away from home? And we've got the job done against a very resilient and hard-working Switzerland team, but maybe lacking real quality to go far in this tournament. Anyway, it's a corner again, which Stanway is going to take. She did score the second goal from the penalty spot a few moments ago. Her corner towards the edge of the 6-yard box. And it's 3-0. Header comes in. Beth England has got the goal. And a substitute there. We're making an impact from the bench. And that's what's going to be key for England, I think, in this tournament. It is 3-0. Again, we've got 3 goals in the second half. That was a corner there from Stanway it came to about the penalty spot. Beth England arrived with a header. That's 2 headers England have scored in this game. That was a really powerful header there. It went through the crowded penalty area. Good header from the penalty spot actually, and it was Chloe Kelly in front of the goalkeeper. She wasn't offside. There was a defender behind her as well, but a good header from Beth England. Obviously, the presence there of Chloe Kelly meant the goalkeeper couldn't see it. The ball's gone in, and it is now 3-0 to England. Brilliant stuff. Terry says, agree, Rich, very harsh penalty. Yeah, it was, but we'll take it. Terry says there, they took Walty off and fell apart. Yeah, they did. They took her off at half-time, didn't I? Forgot about that. And yeah, they're falling apart. We saw that with Arsenal last season, didn't we? The amount of times that, Leah Walty went off or didn't play, and, the Birmingham game, was it the Wolfsburg game? We got knocked out of the Champions League as well. Noel Moritz actually has been given a captain's armband in the second half for Switzerland. They've got another injury actually, and Terry says they're 3-0. Beth, it was indeed Beth England with that goal for England. England scores for England, of course, something that happens quite regularly, doesn't it? Recently, a good header that was from Beth from about 12 yards, flew into the goal, and another substitute is going to be Hamali's coming on for Switzerland, and it's going to be one of the other substitutes going off. It's not. No, it's Aig Bogham who's going off with an injury there, and Halami is coming on for Switzerland, number 7. She plays for Freiburg in the Bundesliga, and Rinast is coming on as well, actually, who plays in the Bundesliga for Cologne. So another 2 substitutions there for Switzerland. May Andley's gone off as well. So they're the latest substitutions there for Switzerland as we move into the last 12 minutes of this game. It's been a good second half performance again from England. We've got the goals, and again, 3 goals. In fact, it looks like Georgia Stanway is going off as well now for England, another substitution, and it is going to be her first appearance actually in these warm-up games. Jill Scott is now coming on for England. I'll say the first minutes that she's got. In fact, now everybody in the squad has played some part in these 3 warm-up games now. Jill Scott was the only player who hadn't done so up until now, so she's getting herself on for these last 12 minutes. It means every outfield player. The other 2 goalkeepers haven't played yet, but anyway, England have won the ball back again, high up the pitch over on that far side. Cross comes into the 6-yard, looking for Nikita Paris. It's headed away by a Swiss defender again, but not very far actually. Jess Carter picks it up for England. A lot of changes now in the second half for both teams actually. England maybe have made more substitutions, and England have been more tactical and just to really get players on the pitch. And you certainly have to say it's worked pretty well in this second half. That was just Carter's ball there, has rolled out of play for a goal kick to Switzerland. So Switzerland 0, England. Oh, actually, I didn't update the score after that 3rd goal, did I? I do apologise. There we go. That's better. It is a call Switzerland 0, England 3. Just in case you're wondering, it isn't 2-0, it's 3-0. I hadn't updated the score. Those 2 quick goals actually have put the seal on this performance. Jill Scott with her first touch there, a little bit short actually, put Jess Carter under a little bit of pressure, and now Switzerland can look to try and get the ball forward, but Millie Bright's there to tidy that up and plays it back to the goalkeeper, Mary Earp. So ball actually to Leah Wilson, put under pressure actually, and now Earps is outside her penalty area, but she does well, plays the ball forward to Kira Walsh, and she pings it out through midfield. England now looking to try to get a 4th goal coming forward down that far side. Shot comes in from the edge of the penalty, just curled wide there from Chloe Kelly, who's actually moved over to that left-hand side. It was her shot there that's curled wide of that far post. England now in complete control in this last 10 minutes. It is England are looking in complete control here now. 3-0 up, comfortable performance in the end, a comfortable victory, and we should be able to go into the tournament next week in a really confident mood. 11 goals now we've scored in these 3 warm-up games, and these are of course against 3 other nations that are in the competition as well, so it's not like we've been playing we've been playing teams that are in the tournament, and some of the teams we could play again, couldn't we, later on. Switzerland and Holland of course are both in Group C, and Belgium, who we played earlier in Group. Are they in Group D, aren't they? No, Belgium are in. Yeah, Belgium in Group D. It's unlikely that we'd play them unless they happen to get to the final, which does seem unlikely, doesn't it? But anyway, all three of these teams are in the finals, and we've beaten them all really comfortably. So the signs are good. But obviously, there are stronger teams as well. Germany, Spain, France, etc. Although Holland are one of the favourites, and we dismantled them pretty well, didn't we? The other night. Anyway, Chloe Kelly's now after that ball over on that far side, but Switzerland tidy that up. We are now into the last 8 minutes here in Zurich. It is Switzerland 0, England 3. And it's been a good England performance. This has been more, it's been more of a professional performance tonight. England have played well. One or two little shaky moments in defence that I think we will need to tighten up on, certainly against the better teams. Oh, Nikita Pass is going to be in this year. Not quite. It would be nice, wouldn't it, for an Arsenal lady to get a goal in this game just to finish it off nicely for us, wouldn't it? But anyway, Nikita Paris had that ball over the top. She couldn't quite reach it. And it's rolled behind for a goal kick. She's looked lively, though, since she's come on, hasn't she, Nikita Paris? She's only been on about 5 minutes. She's already running behind a couple of times. And I'm sure she's going to be an important member of the squad, actually, going into the finals. She's probably not going to start too many games, I wouldn't imagine. But I'm sure she's going to have an impact from the bench when she does come on. So let's see what happens there. Terry says there, I was hoping Lotte Wubben-Moy would get a run out. Yeah, she played in the first half against Belgium. Again, she's another one that I don't think is going to play too much unless there's injuries. I think the three choices at centre back are going to be Millie Bright, Alex Greenwood or Leah Williamson. So I think the only way Lotte Wubben-Moy might play is if there's injuries. But I think she was only in the squad for that reason anyway. And obviously it's great that she's there. It's a great experience for her. But I'm not expecting to see her play too much, actually. I'm not expecting to see her play in the tournament at all, if I'm honest. But it's a great experience. It's good that she was in the squad. But I'm certainly expecting the other three Arsenal players to have a big impact in the tournament, actually. Leah Williamson and Beth Reid probably from the start, and say Nikita Paris possibly from the bench. We are now into the final 6 minutes of this game. It is just now really thinking we're going to score any more goals, isn't it? Again, it's been in the second half. We've scored the goals, haven't we? 10 of these 11 goals have come in the second half. And it's something we need to look at. We need to try and kill teams off a bit earlier. We could have won this game nice and early, couldn't we? Those big chances that we had early on in this game, we didn't take them, and luckily it hasn't come back to haunt us, has it? Because we've got the goals in the second half. We are going to win this game, and we're going to go into the tournament on the back of a really good run of 14 games unbeaten under Serena. What a great run it is to take into a home tournament, isn't it? And playing some really good football as well, we have to say. And there's a free kick given away there from Rachel Daly. She went in firmly there to win the header, which she did win, and it is given as a free kick. The referees made a few slightly strange decisions. In fact, it was Noel Moritz there who was fouled. The Swiss captain, she did get a whack in the back. Rachel Daly, protesting her innocence, probably rightly so. But anyway, it has been given as a free kick, and hopefully Moritz is okay. We don't want to see her missing out on the tournament for injury, but she's back on her feet again. She's a tough cookie, isn't she, Noel Moritz? There's no doubt about that. It'll take more than that to keep her down. But it is going to be a free kick to the Swiss. We're into the last 4.5 minutes of the 90 here in Zurich. Switzerland 0, England 3. Comfortable victory in for England again. And I say a good, solid, professional performance as well. The goals, in case you missed them, the first goal was scored by Lisa Russo from a Rachel Daly cross. A good header that was. The second was a penalty from Georgia Stanway. And the third was a header from Beth England, the substitute. And that was from a Stanway corner. So they're the goals in this second half. Comfortable, I say it's been comfortable for England. And we can go into the tournament now in real confident frame of mind, can't we? Another good victory for England. Ella Toon's just giving away a free kick there as well. And there's going to be one more substitute, I think, for for Switzerland. Number 23, Turkhorn's coming on, and is going to be number 6, Reutelo, who's going to come off for them. So that's another substitution there for Switzerland. Young player coming on, the substitute there, who actually plays here in Zurich. There's 3 or 4 players in the squad, actually. This is their home stadium. Hasn't been a good homecoming for them tonight, though, has it? England are going to be going away with a great victory, I say, to take into next week's big kickoff against Austria. Switzerland now just keeping possession at the back. We are into the last 3 minutes of the 90. It is a comfortable, as it has been a very comfortable victory this for England. England coming forward again. Jess Carter on this near side, striding forward, plays it out to Paris on this near side. That's a good ball inside as well to Jill Scott, who's made a good run forward, actually. The veteran England midfield player. This is good play actually there from Ella Toon. She felt she was fouled, and in fact it's now offside against Jill Scott, who made a run forward and kind of, I think she forgot where she was on the pitch and got herself in an offside position there. And it's going to be a free kick to Switzerland. She was offside actually. A little bit too excited maybe Jill Scott there to get forward and make an impact in this game. I'll say it's her first appearance in these run of friendlies that we've had, and she certainly played well, I thought. So brilliant stuff from her. England coming forward again. This is good play again from Ella Toon, looking for Nikita Paris, who again made a good run off the ball. Jill Scott trying to win possession back, but Switzerland now can come forward themselves. But Switzerland haven't really posed much of a threat for England in this second half, have they? It's been pretty comfortable in the end for the Lionesses. Nikita Paris battling for the ball on his near side, and England have won the throw. So they're battling away, trying to win something there for her team. So I think she felt she was fouled. But no, it really went to anyway. England coming forward now. Leah Williamson plays the ball out to that far side. Really bright now. Pings that ball out to that far side. That's a great ball actually to Chloe Kelly. She keeps it in. Oh, she's just fouled there on the edge of the penalty area. It's going to be a free kick. It was Noel Moritz actually with the foul there on the Manchester City player. It was a foul as well there. Noel Moritz can't really have too many complaints about that. And it is going to be a free kick now to England. Can we get a 4th goal in here? We are now into the last 30 seconds of normal time. There will be a few minutes of stoppage time, you would imagine. There's been a lot of substitutions. There's been a lot of stoppages as well for a few injuries as well, hasn't there, in this second half. But England are going to have this free kick now. Chloe Kelly's going to take this just on the edge of the penalty area on that far side. She plays it short. Not the greatest free kick. It's going to come to the edge of the penalty area. Jill Scott with a shot. Falls inside the 6-yard box. Oh, it wouldn't quite fall for... Actually, it was Jill Scott there. Wouldn't quite fall for inside the 6-yard box there. There is going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time to play in this game. England have got a corner. That free kick wasn't really as we'd hoped it was going to be, actually. But anyway, it is going to be Chloe Kelly with his corner over on the far side as England look to get what would be a 4th goal. Corner played into the near post. It's going to come inside the pen. No, it isn't. It's just cleared away again by the Swiss defence. And England are going to have to maybe settle for 3 goals in this game now. As we've moved, we are now into stoppage time at the end. It is Switzerland 0, England 3. And I don't think we're going to see any more goals in this game. That ball's going to run all the way through to Mary Earp. She's had a quiet second half, hasn't she? She hasn't had a lot to do in this game, it has to be said. Just as we come towards the end of the game, don't forget, if you want to win a copy of this fantastic CD called The Beautiful Game by Pete Drake and and Kay Burley. It's a beautiful game is one of the songs. The other song is called Left Foot, Right Foot Header. They are the theme tunes to the show coverage of the Euros. You can win a signed copy of that CD. You just need to subscribe to the channel and predict how many goals England women will score in the group stage against Austria, Norway and Northern Ireland. And I say, if you get that right, you'll win a chance of winning this great CD. And if you don't win it, or even if you win it anyway, please download it as well. Pete Drake Music, it's on. There's a link in the description to this video. There'll be a link in all the videos that we're doing throughout the Euros as well, so you can get hold of the songs. Very, very great songs they are. Both of them songs are great. Good to play in the Euro to support the girls as well. So, but I say you can win yourself a copy there just by subscribing and predicting the England goals. Terry says there, before the whistle goes, subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Be much appreciated. Indeed, it would. Thanks for that, Terry. Thanks for your support as always. Good to see you still here into the new season. Well, not quite a new season yet, are we? But we're certainly building up towards the new season, aren't we? For Arsenal, the Arsenal men and the Arsenal women. But this Euros tournament is going to be good, isn't it? They're just showing the goals again. Really good goals, actually, from England. 2 good headers and a really confident penalty. And we are now deep into stoppage time, the last 90 seconds of this game, and it is going to finish in another good, comfortable victory for England as we head down towards the tournament, which is great. So I say, don't forget the competition that we've got running, which is going to be really, really good, and you can win this great CD, as I said, and hopefully you will enjoy it. We are into the final minute now of stoppage time. Switzerland 0, England 3. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be how it's going to finish up. And I say another good victory for him. One more chance is there. Header comes in. No, it is 4-0 actually. There's another goal. It's Jill Scott with the goal. What a way to finish this game. Jill Scott with another header actually. 3 headers for England. Brilliant, brilliant stuff that was. Another great cross from that far side. Was it Rachel Daly again with another assist? That would be fantastic if it was. May well have been. In fact, it wasn't. It was Chloe Kelly with the cross. A great run into the box there from Jill Scott. A header from about 5 yards into the corner. It is 4-0, and that is a lovely moment for Jill Scott, the only outfield player who hadn't actually played any minutes before tonight. She's got herself on now. She is not only is she on the pitch, but she's got herself a goal as well. She's a sort of player. I say she's going to be important to the squad, isn't she, in the tournament? All the experience that she's got. And she's just shown that she can still do a job. And there goes a full-time whistle. It has finished here in Zurich. Switzerland women 0, England Lionesses 4. All the goals again in the second half. 4 goals in the second half, as it was the other night against Netherlands. Brilliant performance in the end from England. Alicia Russo got the first goal with a header from Rachel Daly's cross. The second was a penalty, a little bit of a harsh penalty for handball, but Georgia Stanway put that away. It was Stanway's corner that created the third goal, a header from substitute Beth England, and then the final goal, another header, Jill Scott. It was a cross from Chloe Kelly from over on the far side, and Scott made it 4-0. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant, brilliant performance from the England Lionesses. Unfortunately, I've got to go because I'm playing at 5-a-side very, very soon. Thanks all you guys for watching. We're back tomorrow night with the Euros preview show. Terry says, a great show, Richard. Nice to see you full of beans again. Still full of enthusiasm. 4-0 Jill Scott. Exactly, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. I say the Euros preview show is tomorrow night, 7:30. We've got some of the Arsenal Women's Show crew joining us to look ahead to the tournament. So join us for that 7:30. I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget the competition. Subscribe. Predict England's goals in the group stage. You could win a signed copy of this CD, the beautiful game, which we will play out with now. I'll see you tomorrow night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you very soon. 7:30 tomorrow for the preview show. Take it easy. Speak to you soon, guys. Ta-da.
Left foot, right foot header, left foot, right foot head. I'm supporting England 'cause it's left foot, right foot head. We'll be alright with Ellen White, take the lead with Beth Mead. Williamson gets the job done and Lauren Hemp is heaven sent. Hear the Lioness